Get him! Get him! Oh, Jesus! Oh my God! Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic. 안녕하세요, Aisha입니다. Welcome to my channel. We are here with a brand new show, one that was teased a little while ago, and I've actually been looking forward to it a lot. And it is a new K-drama, well, K-horror, I guess you could say, series that has just been released on Netflix, which is called All of Us Are Dead, or the Korean title of 지금우리학교는, which is basically now at our school. So apparently this show is based off of a Korean webtoon, which if you haven't checked out manhwas, I really suggest folks do that. A lot of them have been translated into English. So, you know, they're actually quite interesting, and a lot of the stuff that comes out of Korea, as far as some of their less typical K-drama-y type stuff, seems to come from webtoons. But yes, this one, according to, I'm looking at Asian Wiki for this plot synopsis, it says that a group of high school students are trapped at Hyosan High School during a zombie virus outbreak. The students desperately try to avoid becoming zombies and escape from their school. So pretty simplistic plot, but obviously it will not be easy at all. And you know what? We know that Korea knows what they're doing when it comes to zombie shows. I've already watched the mega blockbuster Train to Busan. If you've not seen that, I strongly recommend watching it. And then more recently, I checked out their series Kingdom, which is also a Netflix show, by the way. And they have 2 seasons for that, as well as a prequel. And all of them were fantastic. I enjoyed them thoroughly. I strongly recommend those as well. But I'm really ready to get into this because, like I said, if there's something that Korea does well, they do really well with their zombie stuff. Not only in just the way that their zombies tend to be insane, like the actors who do the zombie characters, they commit, okay? But also, I feel like they do a good job of making it more than just a gore fest. Really, what grips you in shows like this typically is being invested in the people who are actually still alive or trying to survive. And I think that Korea's done a really good job of creating that really good character development while they're also grossing you out with all these deaths. So I am ready to jump into this. There's apparently 8 episodes, I believe, this season. So I'm very much looking forward to getting into it. I'm going to do that. But before I do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. Hopefully you like it here and you'll think of hitting the like button. If you do, it just helps a lot with the algorithm, which helps me out a lot. And I appreciate that very much. And if you really like it here, you might think of hitting that subscribe button so you can be notified when I do more reactions to this show. I haven't done a ton of Korean shows outside of course, I also did last year, I did Squid Game. But if there's something that really interests me and I'm able to react to it in Korean, that's Korean, I will be doing those on this channel. I also do K-pop reactions and all that good stuff too. So my point is, if you like K content, I do some of that here on the channel. And for those of you who've been here before, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Hopefully you guys will enjoy going along this ride with me as well. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hopefully today will be that day. We're on a march to 10K and I would love it if you were there with me. All right. Enough talking, guys. I'm ready to do this. Let's get into episode 1 of All of Us Are Dead right now.
야, 이 씨발놈아, 그래놓고 전학 가면 나만 오해받잖아. 내가 너 한 대라도 때린 적 있어? 아니, 없어.
Wow. This kid's literally saying he's suicidal and you think it's a good idea to pick on him even more. If he comes back as a zombie, I hope he bites you guys first. Oh. He fights back. Of course, you guys have to bully him in a group though, right? Because he can't defend himself. And look at these spectators. You guys are even worse for that. You can already tell. That guy's going to be a cockroach that's going to live through most of this series. Oh. Uh-oh. Y'all, his eyes did not look okay. And his body did not move okay. Are y'all not noticing that? Oh, jeez.
왜? 쫄았냐?
Yes! I mean, weirdness aside, someone just died and y'all are like, okay. He's so not gonna be there when they go down to the bottom. Hello? Is anyone at this hospital paying it? Okay, guess not. Restricted, just a suggestion. Oh. Who are they?
괜찮아진 게 하나라도 있어? 왜 말을 안 해? 내가 죽든 걔들이 죽든 누군가 죽어야 괜찮아지는 거 아니야? 그 새끼들 다 죽일 거야.
Okay, so he's still very ragey. Uh-oh. Okay, so they said he already had a scar on his wrist, sadly meaning he already probably died or got close to it. Ew! What does God have to do with this now? Okay, well, if that's your love, then I'd hate to see what happened if you don't like somebody. Jesus. Did he put his son in there? What kind of hospital didn't... How do you not notice someone taking a whole ass body out of it or beating someone to death? I have so many questions. Maybe you should zip that up again. Or look scared. That's a hell of a beginning of this show. Definitely set the tone. This is not going to be fuzzy in the least. That was an amazing transition. Right off the bat. That was amazing. Is someone trying to quit? Jeez. Okay, archery club, come through. Definitely gonna need that. I'll take Team Archer. You know, if something makes a noise from inside the lab where everything's supposed to be dead, I'm not gonna go check that out. Definitely just gonna keep walking. Running, most likely. You see how the Lord tried to protect you and you didn't listen? No. It's a no. And she goes back. Okay. This is some natural selection. Some people just don't need to be here, apparently. Why are you investigating this? Is this yours? Oh, it looks so innocent, doesn't it? It was making a lot of noise before that for a tiny little mouse. See? Rabies. That's what you get. That's what I'm saying. It was doing all that and you were like, oh, I think I should stick my finger in the hole. Even if it wasn't a zombie show, I would never stick my finger inside of a rat cage.
몰라요. 모르겠어요. 진짜.
You know what's up, don't you? Okay, I wanted him to take care of it, but damn, this show is going at light speed. Ooh. That's why you make friends with people who like have restaurants.
가게 이름 따서 내 이름 진 거잖아. 난
Hey, if the chicken turns out to be super good, then you'll be famous. People hate it though.
이거는 많이 매워? 아니요, 짜요. 왜 짜? 큰일 났네. 맛있어. 맛있긴 하지.
Something's off with her taste buds. I'm sure that wasn't a scene for nothing. There's probably something about her, why she tastes things differently. Kind of like how some people, when they eat cilantro, it says it tastes like soap. I'm one of those people. So the bullied kid's dad is a teacher.
아들 실종되고 진짜 이상해졌어. 왜 안 따였잖아. 뭐 엄청 심하게 나온 것 같던데?
You heard. Oh, of course, he's a biologist. Not this guy actually figuring out the zombie recipe in front of the students. Sir, this is not the time to have your Goodwill Hunting moment. Students were like, I'm sorry, what is the lesson about again?
이게 나 아니면 이게 나? 잘 봐.
I mean, I think guys are gonna like your hair, both ears back. He clearly stopped listening. Hello? Come back to us. Where'd this wind come from?
어쩌.
Ow. So violent. You know, you could just say that she looked pretty. That would have been probably the less violent response, but... I thought homie... Okay, he didn't kill her, but I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing yet. And why leave her in the school? If you can fold whole people into suitcases, why didn't you just take her out of the school?
야, 어차피 성적 잘 안 나올 건데
Thanks?
스트레스 많이 받지 말라고.
Wow.
그냥 기대를 안 하는 거야.
But you don't have to voice that? Jeez.
성적이 중요한 게 아니야. 안전하고 건강한 게 최고야.
It is
진짜.
important to be healthy and safe, but there's nothing wrong with doing well in school either.
짠데 맛있네.
Salt. So he thinks it's salty too. Interesting.
한숨 더 두고 가. 야 임마. 삐졌어?
I mean, you just basically called her dumb. What do you expect? Jeez. My parents were like always realistic too. Like, not in the sense I did well in school, but they were always just like, do your best, right? They're like, the better you do, the better you're going to have for opportunities. But they were never like, you're going to suck, so don't bother.
아침 준비하다 다쳤다?
Exactly. You'll survive.
야, 반장!
Yes, I'm like that too. Honestly, when I've got my music in, I get into the zone. I've had so many people who are like, I was calling to you for 5 minutes and you walked right past me. I'm like, sorry. When I'm in my musical zone, man, I just cut everything out but what's actually going to trip me up. Ooh, he's handsome. Those are the bullies. Why are you following the bullies?
씨발 네가 뭘 하는데? 아 졸라 어이 털리네 이것들이. 씨.
Why are you even in school? You are clearly a career criminal already. Just go straight to jail. I hope these boys die first. For the love of God, please let them die first. And painfully. Slowly.
좋냐?
Really, sir? I would have taken the beating.
놔.
Thank you, somebody, for trying to step in. Finally. Why is this kid here? Is he even a student? He looks like a 40-year-old divorcee.
근데 그만 가.
Run. Quickly, take the exit. Quick.
너 졸라 섹시하게 나왔어. 니네 엄마한테 보내줄 거야? 나 니네 엄마랑 패치는 거 알지?
Really?
오늘 그냥 넘기면
Things must be bad in Korea because
내일 투표도 당해.
I already know that my mom, if he sent that to my mama would be at the school tomorrow kicking his ass along with me. So,
아 뭐하냐? 아이씨.
see, you have a phone. If that's what you're worried about, just film them forcing them to do this. Put that on the internet. These kids have no imagination.
이따 점심시간 끝나고 옥상으로 와.
아니 뭐야?
이따 봐.
I give her points for being bold. Ooh, you were almost cool.
몰라. 나 어떡해? 아니, 왜 뭐가?
Right? She's like, can you complete your sentences, please?
야, 야. 아니, 야, 이름이 뭔데?
Girl, you so obvious.
자, 휴대폰 제출.
Ah, that's actually smart.
현주한테 연락 오면 선생님한테 꼭 얘기하고. 어?
Wow. Y'all seem to have an issue with your students just disappearing and you're very chill about it.
선생님.
아, 선생님.
네.
Homie looks so guilty. Even walking into a room.
어제 과학실 청소한 뒤로는 못 봤다고 해서요.
Is really?
그런가요?
보신 거죠?
Why are you asking me that? Why? Why me? Oh my god, you have awakened my ghosts.
실험용 햄스터요.
아.
저 이제 수업 준비해야 될 것 같은데.
The way he lies so smooth. I mean, it really wasn't a lie. There is a lab hamster in there.
And a student tied to a radiator.
Oh wow, she's doing great. She's gonna come for you. Interesting. So it looks like there's, well, I don't know about his son, who looks like he's still in the suitcase, but she's still alive. So maybe these aren't the traditional zombies in the sense of like they're dead. I don't know now. We'll have to see. Aww.
희망 같은 거 갖지 마.
What is it with parents in this show? They're so negative.
중간에 존재한다. 생물
How is he in school?
살아남고자 하는 본능은 지능을 뛰어넘고
That part's true.
인류는 바이러스와의 싸움에서 단 한 번도 이긴 적이 없어.
So true. And feels a little too apropos for where we are in society right now.
아니,
He's completely snapped though, you can tell.
선생님이 말씀하시는데 진화되고 유전되는 생명 의지야말로 고객들.
So the teacher just doesn't care about this? But I guess it's because he already knows he's done something very horrible.
틀렸어.
How's no one hearing this? That was bound to happen, especially since they seem to be able to break limbs and stuff at will.
Save the ideas about others. 자, 여기서 free flow는 그냥 없다고 해석을 해도 무방하다.
What's going on with her? How are these teachers so unobservant?
가. 자, 그러면
She does not look okay. I wouldn't just be like, yeah, go to the bathroom. I'd be like, maybe go see the nurse. Saved by the zombie. There's an expression you never thought you'd hear.
왜 그래? 괜찮아 너?
Don't touch her.
묶어서
Sort of true, but you're gonna find out that it was for the best very soon.
좀 찍어볼게요.
누가 수육
Bye, handsome guy. I was kind of hoping you'd last because you pretty, but... Where's the science teacher?
왜 그래?
Okay, thank God she went to the nurse. I was about to say, you don't look good. I mean, I guess both are kind of immediate.
체온이 너무 낮은데요?
As in, dead. Girl's like, anyways, I came here first and I'm clearly not okay, but alright. Take care of the popular girl first. What's wrong, sweetie? What's going on? Appendix?
주사 넣고. 주사? 이병찬 선생님이 너한테 주사 놨어.
The way this woman's like, I'm so... Give me the tea on this teacher. Give me the tea because I know he's weird.
진짠가 봐.
왜 뭐 하는 거 있어?
그 과학 아들 가출했다 그랬잖아.
Look at this gossip mill going.
그래서 과학이 아들 왕따 시킨 애들이라 한 명씩 다 찾아서 죽이려고.
That would actually be sweet, but that's not the case.
덮으려 그러면 막 물려 그러고.
광견병 그런 거 아니야?
Sort of. That's one way to think about it, yeah.
쟤는 이 와중에 공부를 하네. 아, 쟤는 전교 1등이잖아. 그래서 온종일.
She was listening, though. She's just pretending she didn't know what was up.
네, 지금 바로 출발하셨어요. 잘 좀 부탁드립니다.
I don't feel sorry for her, because she's a bully. She got what she deserved.
아빠 오늘 당직이라 내일 아침에 퇴근해.
So she was bitten. She's not going to turn. I'm calling it right now. She's not going to turn because she has the salty thing. Something about her blood is going to resist this virus. And it's going to take them to like episode 7 to figure out that she should have turned. Oh, she's going to go spread it to the masses. Bye.
일단은 이 얘기는 아무한테 다
Too late for that. What do you mean? Are you kidding? This is a high school. Everyone knows. It's already spread, mutated, much like this crazy zombie virus.
아니야, 긁혔어.
다른 애 안 다쳤어?
Oh, she's like, yes, please. Please be worried about me.
근데 아까 옥상
Not the
왜
hair
올라갔어?
again.
점심 먹고 애랑 농구하기로 해서.
Oh, don't let the boldness slip from you now, sis. Come through.
사귀자는 뜻이잖아.
Okay.
정좀 이렇게. 야 다쳤다며 어디?
Except that he's acting like a boyfriend.
야 만약에 지구가 멸망하고 걔랑 나랑 좀비만 남잖아?
Interesting choice of words. Careful what you wish for, kiddo. Are we gonna have a love triangle? Come on. We have time for that kind of teen drama when the world's about to fall? You have the nerve to look shocked. I'm sorry.
119 부르기 전에 나한테 먼저 얘기를 했어야지. 아니 말로 그러다
This whole
경찰에
school's trash. Y'all know each other? What's that look? Great. Now you're about to send the guy to prison who's probably gonna be the only one who can actually help you. Why wouldn't you tell the ambulance driver about that? And you're a medical professional. Yeah, diagnose yourself, because that goes so well. Ooh, this thing spreads fast. How long ago was this? Like maybe an hour? Ew, you know I don't like the vomiting. Damn, damn. The other girl didn't even look that. Oh, that's why he was sedating her. This is gonna be bad. Delicious. Oh, and it's such a sunny day. Such a beautiful day for everyone to die. So she didn't get bitten, I think, is what he said. She hurt herself avoiding a bite. But I feel like she got bitten.
너 청산이랑 잤지?
Whoa! It's a good way to get the truth out of her, though. Okay, now I know why she didn't tell her.
삘 뭐 이런 것도 없어? 미치겠다.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing. He didn't give it back to her, but he also didn't seem like he was down either.
그래서 내가 반장이라고 생각하는 애들?
Exactly.
근데 내가 왜 반장 노릇해야 돼?
She's got valid points. In case you noticed in class, she really wasn't caring about the whole situation.
이렇게 길게 말하는 거 처음 들어봐. 나는 네가 5단어 이상 못 쓰는 줄 알았어.
Cool persona broke for a second, huh? Okay, so he likes her. Got it. Get him! Get him! Oh, Jesus! Oh my God! No, don't call the ambulance. You guys can wait. Not him. Get the other guy. He's a dick. Yes, intervene, please. Now it begins. The fun. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. Shh. That was like less than a minute. This is Train to Busan fast, y'all. Okay, where did the teacher go? Oh, I love this shot. This is actually cool that we're gonna go through the floors, see how huge and epically bad this is going to get. Why couldn't this be a small rural school where there was hardly any students? This is going to be so very bad, you guys. Oh, honey. Yeah, I feel that, unfortunately. This sucks. It sucks that so many people just stand by and let things happen to a point where someone thinks that this is the only way out.
그러니까 내 옆에 오지 마.
은지야.
내 시체 옆에도.
The fact that she's got the spirit to be mean in a moment like this.
은지야, 은지야.
Someone stole your thunder. They look suitably disgusting. Wow, they're just popping out of window. Oh, this poor girl's like, I've got bigger problems than whatever's going on behind me. Can someone please check on her?
아니 그러면 뭐 수혁이가 너 좋대?
수혁이야, 그래?
Look at that. Oh, wait, sorry. I've joined the chat.
이럴 때 한번 도와주면 안 되냐? 의리 없이 진짜.
You see, he would, except that he's got a crush on you, but he's not quite mature enough to just say that without insulting you first. Lock the cafeteria, quick! Oh my God. No, no. No, no, him. Push him out. He deserves to get bitten first. But he's gonna, I know it, he's gonna stick around. Him and the other douchebag are gonna be around till like episode 7. I can feel it. Okay, can you stop being in awe and move, please? Please? All right, stick around and watch. Guess she wants to die? Seriously, like this is the time for fight or flight. She clearly does not have either. Hold on, is this all credits? Let me just check. This is how we're ending the first episode? All right, that is the end of the first episode. Wow. A little bit of a cliffy. I feel like we're not going to lose her just yet, though. They've spent a lot of time on her character, so I'm pretty sure she's one of our main people, but definitely not dealing with this very well so far. Most other kids would just start running, and she just is letting this guy get up close and personal. But prediction, I've already said, she said that the chicken tasted salty, right? She's the only person out of the group of kids who said that the chicken tasted salty when all of them said it tasted good. Her dad said the same thing. And then she's got the wound. She said that she avoided getting bit, but I have a suspicion she did get bitten, and we're going to find out that she didn't turn. That's my prediction. And I think that that saltiness that she has, the taste thing, is going to turn out to be something about her blood or her DNA that somehow resists this particular virus. But anyways, I'm thinking that that's why we're having this guy all up in her face. I feel like he's going to get close to her and they're going to think she's supposed to get bitten, but for some reason he's either not going to bite her. That's what I think is going to happen. I think he's probably not going to bite her. He's going to like move away because of the way she smells or something. But we've also mentioned smell in this show too. Someone earlier, that girl, the girl with the red hair, was saying that she could smell things really well and she knows every smell there is, but the rotting corpse was the first smell she'd never smelt before. So a few little hints that they're dropping already in the first episode, which I like. Yeah, I think this is, so far it's really good. I mean, the pacing is breakneck speed. Like, again, we don't need like a ton of time, right? We don't necessarily need to lead into this for lots of time, but I felt like since we have a handful of episodes and this isn't a movie, I think I kind of expected that we would maybe ease into it in the first 1 to 2 episodes, but the fact that we're already in outbreak mode at the end of episode 1 says to me that this is going to be a very exhausting show. And so in this show, the fact that they've already taken our safety away within the first episode says to me we're going to have a lot of tension for the rest of this series. And I don't think it's going to be all action all the time, though. Like, if they really, to drag out a series, you can't be having it all just be who's going to get bitten next. We're going to see, I think, some periods of where we settle down, hunker down, breathe, figure things out, that sort of thing. But like I said, they definitely are not holding back here. They pump they stop pumping the brakes really early on. I mean, the first 5 minutes of the episode was extreme violence with a kid being bullied. And then, of course, right after that, a father having to literally beat his son into damn near submission. I mean, I thought it was to death, but he clearly didn't. And then, of course, we went straight into like the lab rat and the infection. So yeah, this show is definitely like, we want to grip the audience and we want to grip them right now. We're not going to give them too much time to get lulled into a false sense of security. But yeah, I like the storyline so far. I think we've kept it light enough for a show with such a small premise, but at the same time enough to keep it going throughout the rest of the series. We've already been introduced to, I think it's Onjo, and it's going to take me about 2 episodes. I would say right off the bat, if anyone's watched me before, it takes me about 2 episodes to really start to remember everybody's name. So forgive me for forgetting some of them now. But we got Onjo and her neighbor, whose name slipped out of my head, and they clearly are potentially a thing. Looks like they've been friends for a very long time, and it's getting into that place now where it's going a little bit from that friends to potentially lovers step. And mostly for him, he's clearly developing a crush on her, but not sure how he feels about it, and kind of fighting it at the moment as well. But clearly it's already there, because we saw there at the end when she admitted the fact that she's confessed to somebody else that he was feeling jealous, and he probably has no idea why he's feeling jealous, but he is. And she isn't quite feeling that way towards him yet. Like, she's still very much on the sibling vibe at the moment. But unfortunately, as it goes with high school drama, we see that the guy that she's confessed to has a crush on the class president, and she doesn't seem to be into anybody, but she was kind of friendly with him though. And when they were talking there was clearly a little bit of a little spark there. She kind of smiled and loosened up a little bit. It looks like she kind of tries to be a bit more cool and detached from everybody else. But anyways, there's that little love square going on. But I don't think it's really a true love square, which makes me happy, because I'm not a big fan of triangles, and I don't really think it's going that way. We definitely have 2 kind of pairings there that could potentially turn out to do quite well. They definitely seem to be getting more of the heroes edit so far, but we also have some bullies, some despicable characters as well. We've got our bullies who were responsible for what kicked off this whole thing with that boy on the rooftop. They're clearly just terrors in this school. They just bully anyone that they want, and it's everything from physical assault to, as we saw there, basically creating underage pornography. Like, there's just nothing that they're not willing to do, and they need to be stopped, obviously. But it sounds like they must come from fairly influential families, because we heard from the science teacher that he's already approached the principal about these bullies, and it was buried. It was not taken care of. And from the sounds of things, his son attempted to take his own life, and the father intervened with some unorthodox methods to keep him alive. So I think what I like about this is, a lot of times with zombie films, we don't get to figure out why these things started, or it's always a thing where some chemical plant or some science company was trying something and it went sideways. But from the looks of things so far, and I did see the trailer, so I do know a little bit about the premise where the father's concerned. This was deliberate. It was done deliberately in a desperate situation for this father to save his son's life. On the one hand, well, save his son's life. We all know he's clearly not really living, but also because he's just fed up with the fact that he lives in a society that allows such horrible things to happen, that his son would feel like the only way out was to end it all. And we saw that again with that poor girl who was victimized at earlier in the show as well, thinking that the only way out of it was to end it. There's a big issue where that's concerned, and I feel like the show is definitely going to tackle a little bit of that part of the culture that definitely needs more like light shone on it, as well as like ways, just coming up with better ways to handle it, right? Like, it's not perfect. No place in the world is perfect, but I feel like the show is definitely going to talk about some of the societal issues that South Korea faces when it comes to this type of behavior. Yeah, we left this episode on a pretty interesting note, I think. Now, like, we now have the infection in the school is obviously going rampantly. We saw that our first girl who got bitten by the rat is off to the hospital. hospital, which means we already know that's how it's going to spread to the wider populace. And we still have, I think, this guy, the science teacher's son, is still in a suitcase somewhere. So if they figure that out, open that up, he's probably going to go, like, he's definitely, well, I was going to say he was patient zero, but I guess the rat's actually patient zero in this case. But yeah, there's a lot of different problems to deal with here. But I think the biggest one is that how are they going to fix this, or can they fix this? But like I said, I do think that Unjo is going to turn out to be our catalyst. They've been dropping a few hints there that I think her blood or her DNA is probably going to be what's necessary to create a vaccine or something to stop this from happening. But what my big question is right now is, are these people actually dead? Because we saw that they were being sedated by the science teacher and it seemed to be working. So you can't sedate someone who's dead, right? Like, it just doesn't work that way. So that tells me that these are potentially still living people, which is a different twist on the zombie lore. So if that's the case, then that should mean that you can potentially turn them back. But, you know, how many of them are going to want to come back? But I got a lot of questions already. Kudos to the makeup and effects team. They're killing it. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to continuing this series. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this show along with me. I certainly enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and we will see you in the next episode.